did you make of what Spence said, as well as the pictures of the riots and that bad headlines versus the optimistic market?
Well, I think he may be right. Being a Nobel laureate, probably I don't want to say anything against his theory, but if I look at the markets, I see a V-shaped recovery because that's what the markets are telling us. If you look at every market around the world, they've gone up by 20, 30% or so. And I'm talking about both emerging and developed markets. So I think a V-shaped recovery is in store for us, actually.
Why?
If you look at that, Mark, though, we've done it again. Alex, go.
We did it again. It's at the top of the hour. We have to do this thing where it gets super awkward. But Guy, you go.
Okay, Mark, look, the financial markets are being driven higher by central banks. That is pretty straightforward. We can see that happening. There is a divorce from the economic reality and the socio-economic impact that we're seeing on the streets. There's a racial element that is happening now in the United States. The market is looking past all of that simply because they know, and investors know, that the central bank has got their backs. Is that ultimately going to blow up in their face?
I don't think so, because what we're hearing from companies around the world is that once the lockdown is over, they're going to get customers coming back in droves. And here in Munich, I walk the streets and I see people in lines waiting outside Zara, waiting outside Apple, etc. That means that people really want to get back to buying again. So once this lockdown is over, I think you're going to see a big recovery in these economies. Now, I'm not saying, of course, the numbers are going to look terrible because you're going to have an actual shrinkage in the economies around the world. But don't forget, when you start looking at the numbers next year, you're going to see an incredible increase. Because let's say the economy has shrunk by 6%, gone down by 6%. Next year it goes up by 1%. That means 7% increase. So I think it's going to be more like a V-shaped recovery, frankly.